family, join me in the garden today. It is the perfect day. The sun is shining, but we have a nice little breeze. It's not as hot as it has been. We're going to take advantage of this, and we are going to go through and we're going to trim all of the sweet peas. So most of them are done. It's time to kind of pull them off of our trellises and let the lima beans and the black-eyed peas start to grow across the trellises. So they're all about this big right now, and if I go ahead and I trim the sweet peas, I'm not going to have to be fighting all of those vines going through there. We are going to go ahead and harvest some of these onions. So they're getting soft on top, which is a key sign that they're ready to come out. And so we're going to pull them and pick which ones we're going to cure to keep large, and then we're going to process some of the smaller ones. So we're going to go ahead and get started because we got a lot to do. Okay, so step one is I need to go ahead. It's just a lot easier to pick all the peas while they're on the vine before we clip them and pull them. Now there are just a few of these plants that I think probably have some more life into them, so a few of them I'll keep, but most of them are going to go. Just because we need the room, really. And to be truthful, they don't have a whole lot left. Especially as the temperatures get hotter, sweet peas just don't like it. Okay, so we got a little handful left here, and that's a good snack, a good one little meal. And then I can go over the other two patches, the one that's on the porch garden and the side herb garden. Now we're gonna go through and start. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is clip and then carefully pull. We're gonna clip them at the bottom, we're gonna pull them up, and we can put these in compost, feed chickens, and feed goats with them. Okay, so we're back at this. The same thing, just kind of, these are the older, kind of brownish pieces. We're going to stick them in here and start building up some of that organic matter that we've been throwing. So if you've been on my other garden videos, you know that we've been throwing a little bit in here every time. Okay, so I'm separating all the really green shoots from the yellow ones because we're gonna go feed these to the goats. Peas are high protein, very healthy for chickens and goats, and I have a feeling that goats are gonna get the majority of this. And then we'll put the scraps in the chicken pen because the chickens do get a little spoiled when it comes to all of the compost and all the extra scraps that the goats don't normally get. So we're gonna let them have the majority of this. Outside. Hey! Oh my goodness! You wanna try some snackies? Oh, he loves the snackies. Oh my goodness! Oh no! Oh, we might have to go outside for this. No, Ophelia. Not in my basket, baby. Alright. Oops, sorry. That's all I got. Oh, that is so rude, Willow. so rude. Ramsey's bud, where's your collar? I have to go find it. It's so weird. Well, it got really hot, so I went and put some shorts on, fixed my hair to get ready to come out here. And now we're getting heavy cloud cover because we just have these sections of what looks like is going to be summer sprinkles or storms. We have thunderstorms scheduled for tonight. So we're going to go ahead and try to get this done, and hopefully I won't get rained out. So the trick to know whether an onion is ready or not is they're going to be soft at the bottom. So this one right here is extremely soft at the bottom, and it's going to be ready. And you just kind of twist. Then we're going to sprinkle this. To preserve our onions, we actually want to cure them for 2 to 3 weeks. So we're going to keep our roots in here, and we're going to keep the stem in here, because they say all the energy from the roots and the stem actually go into the bulb here. And so I'm going to put ours in the top of our loft in our barn. It gets a lot of airflow through there. It stays in the shade. It's not too hot right now in there, so I think it'll be a perfect place to keep them as they cure. And then we'll get them out in 3 weeks and check them. See, this one's hard, like the bottom is really hard. So I'm gonna go through all the soft ones first and then see if I need to go through and get some of these hard ones, because I could possibly plant around this one and give it some time to grow some more. Okay, so I just pulled all of these smaller ones out of that box, and those were really some of the tiniest ones. Those and the ones that are on the porch in one of those beds were kind of the smallest bulbs that came out. Remember, we planted 200 bulbs. Now, this is the container that I've shown you on some of the garden tours. Oh, look, see? This is the black, no, this is the lima bean, I believe. And so it's gonna start doing that. All right, and so these are decent sized. Decent sized bowl, considering the bowl started out that big. I'm taking it as a win. You can see how dry it's been here. That's why I really wanted to get this. It's actually perfect for getting the onions out, because they're just pulling out so easy, and there's not mud or anything on them. It's gonna happen if I was to do it after the thunderstorms. So I think these are all pretty decent sized. Good little 1 mil onions here. Another one. See, those are all, the average is about between like those 4 in size. And he didn't have much room to grow. He kind of didn't have a chance almost. All right, get some of that, oh, crabgrass. I swear, once it gets in somewhere, ever want to leave. Okay, so here are the rules. If it's soft, so if it's soft when you feel it, so you can go down and feel if it's soft. If it's hard, no, right here. Please watch, right here. Right here. On the stem. Yes, if it's hard, leave it, okay? If it's soft, then you can pick it, but you look, you gotta do this. You gotta wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Like, wiggle it out. Yeah, you just kind of twist it, and wiggle it. Wait. Not that one, Rivers. It's hard. It's in here. Yeah, exactly. Okay, now put that. If they're really small, we're putting them in here. If they're pretty big, then we're putting them right there. Yeah. We got 2 different baskets going. I'll do it. You can do it.
This one already came off.
You want to try to, see that one's a little wet, so just kind of wiggle it off.
Is this considered big or small?
I'm gonna say that's a pretty good size one. Yep.
What?
Did you check it? Is that one soft?
This one's soft.
Okay, then you wiggle it. And just go back and forth, back and forth.
Do it.
You got that one? Did you shake all the...
No, me.
There we go. Okay, now that goes in that basket.
The small one?
No, no, no. Oh, that's a big one. I'm sorry. Okay, well, I'll get that one if you move on. You getting it, babe? Yank a little bit. Pull. Yeah, pull while you... Wow, that one's huge.
Wow.
All right, now shake all the dirt off of it. We're going to keep the roots on them and stuff.
Okay, this is small. Look how big this one is. This is the one you'll buy at a store. He's a baby.
He's a baby?
He's a baby. His name is Oniona.
Oh.
This one's big too.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Even though he's a boy, I named him Oniona.
Did you now?
Yeah, because I can't think of... Yeah, look at this one.
Wow, look at the roots on Rivers's.
Can you put this one on?
What's his name?
Bunyan. No.
Huh?
Bunyan.
Bunyan? Your onion size?
Big.
I'm going to label that one as big.
This one's...
Watch out for the broccoli now. Rivers, did you fill the top? Okay. All right.
Is this one big or small, Mama?
That one kind of looks hard. Are you sure that that one's big? Yeah. I'm going to leave that one.
No, look, Mom, feel it.
Is it soft? Let me see.
Mama, is this one small or big?
Hold on, baby. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm going to label those as like medium.
Small. I found it small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, do y'all know what that is? You know what these are?
No. Don't. Squash.
No, this right here.
Oh, onion.
Why am I keeping them?
Because they have seeds in them?
Yes. So we're gonna keep those there. Because why do we need the seeds?
To grow more.
To grow more?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, what did you say?
Why don't you keep on going back? Just get a lot and dingle them. Mom, why can't you get them when they're
Working smarter, not harder?
I think this one shy will get here.
All right. Okay, we are also going to be thinning out these onions because it's time to put beans here. So the first succession of my string beans, green beans are here, and then we'll put a second succession through here in between the Russian kale that's doing amazing. So this is why I like intercropping. This is why I like succession planting, because now the onions were in there first. These were like the leftovers from the cottage garden down there. And in between there, I put Russian kale. And this turnip green just came back from last year. And then I'm going to pull these onions. Then I'm going to plant the green beans in between the Russian kale. And here we have a scallop squash. So I've tried crooked neck squash in here, yellow crooked neck, and it worked great. So I'm going to try scallop this time, see what happens there. And it's also time to harvest our... You can hear it. Can you hear it? See if you can hear it. It's time to harvest those turnip green seeds. As you can see, most of these are purple, which is about what I remember having left over. And these are the smallest out of the bag, and just kind of like the leftovers. We planted all the bigger ones first. So I'm gonna make minced onions out of this, or onion flakes, and then once again make more of my onion powder, my green onion powder. All right, so this bed looks, it looks so refreshing. Give that Russian kale some time to grow and suck up some sun. And go ahead and I'll put some beans through there. And now that the beans are established through there in the squash, I need to go ahead and put some straw over there. And then do some little weeding, and that'll be pretty cool. So I'm go put these in the basket. All right, with the kids helping, it got a little mixed up on the big ones. we got really big ones and we got some smaller ones, but some of the medium-sized ones kind of got mixed in. And I want some medium ones to go with the big ones to go cured. The small ones we're gonna save for mincing and powders, but I want to save the big ones. So now I have to go through and separate them. Okay, so we got pretty much all of them separated. These are gonna end up in a powder and minced. Not really the green tops because a lot of them are older. Some of them are still good, so I may separate those. And then also these are going to end up probably being freeze dried because they're big enough. Possibly I may end up braiding them, so we'll see about that. They still, I guess it depends on how much room these are going to take. These are all going in the barn and they are going to be cured. And then I have these purple ones over here that can also be put in the freeze dryer and the dehydrator. We are in the barn loft, and the reason I chose the loft is you can tell it's really shaded. As the wind blows in, it does cool off. So I'm not too worried about it getting too humid. If it does start to get humid and I notice, then I'm going to come and check them. But the reason I chose up here is kind of the same idea as using a pallet. It's open. You see that? So all this airflow going through. And I'm going to stick the bulbs right into the slot. So it should be fine. Nothing's going to get up here besides maybe the kittens. So hopefully they won't mess with it too much. I guess I can slide this out of the way. Hopefully they won't be playing around with it too much. I haven't really seen them climb up here. I've seen them on that side of the wall. So I think we'll be okay. And I'm going to spread them out. And if this works out well, since this is the first year that we've had the barn, I may continue to do this and use this area. See, like that right there, it's going to be too wide, so I'm just going to stick with some of these smaller ones. Okay, so here we are. And we will come back in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and see.